Hi guys, how are you? I'm making this video today to go over part 3 of the Perks of Being a Wallflower. That is unit 10, so it would be this packet. This is your last packet for my class. So as soon as you're done with this packet, you will be completely done with my class for English 9B. So you're really close to being done. If you haven't submitted Unit 9, you need to submit that as soon as possible. It is late. I'm still accepting them, but that unit should already be in. This video will be going up Monday, and this unit is due on Friday. So I do know that this video is up a little bit later than I would have wanted it to be up, but you guys should still be able to get through this unit by Friday. There are some pages that we're going to skip in this unit, and like I said, this video is only for part 3, so I'll be doing part 4 in another video, which will go up by Wednesday. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. I am going to skip the quote analysis, so the first couple pages that look like this. I'm gonna skip that because I believe that you guys are very capable of doing that on your own. You're basically just analyzing the quote and telling me what you think about it. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with part 3, which starts with the date January 4th, 1992. Okay, the first question is, how did Charlie's New Year's Eve end? So Charlie woke up in the snow. He was sick and had a hard time remembering what had happened to him, and a policeman found him in the snow. That's what happened to Charlie at the end of New Year's Eve. Number 2, what did his parents think happened to him that night? So his parents thought that he had just wandered off and fell asleep like he had done in the past. When he was going through hard times, he would wander off and fall asleep somewhere. He would kind of be just like in a fog. So his parents thought that that's what was going on. Number 4, what New Year's resolution did Charlie make? He would never take drugs again. So the readers know what his parents do not know, and they know that Charlie woke up in the snow and couldn't remember a lot because he had taken drugs. And after that night, he made a resolution to never do that again. Okay, so next is January 14th, 1992. Number 1 says, how does Sam help Charlie? So Sam put her arm around Charlie and told him that she understood what he was going through, and that really made Charlie feel better. Number 2, why is an example of dramatic irony? So the audience knows the things characters do not know that Bill gives Charlie on the road to read. So Bill believes that Charlie is mature for his age. He thinks that he will enjoy this book, and he feels that Charlie would be able to handle that type of literature. It's a little bit ironic because during this time Charlie is doing some adolescent things that aren't very mature, but he moves away from that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn to the next page. Number 3, what new habit has Charlie picked up? How do you feel about that? So Charlie has picked up smoking. He now smokes cigarettes, and it's your opinion on how you feel, you think about that. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to January 25th, 1992. Number 1, what felt like a breakthrough for Charlie? So he really likes his new psychiatrist. It's helping him and he feels a lot better. Number 2, describe Charlie's great day. What did he feel was great about that day? So Charlie enjoyed the long conversation about music with his friends. February 2nd, 1992. Summarize Charlie's letters. So Charlie finished reading on the road. He met up with Bill to discuss the book instead of writing a report, and they ended up talking about real life stuff, and this really made Charlie feel grown up. Okay, I'm going to turn the page. February 8th, 1992. So number 1 is, what is a Sadie Hawkins dance? So that's a dance where the girls ask the guys instead of vice versa. Number 2, who invites Charlie to the dance, and review what the reader knows about this person. So Mary Elizabeth actually invites Charlie to this dance, and we know she's pretty bossy, and she's outgoing. She has a very strong personality, and the reader feels like Charlie is kind of scared to tell her no, so he agrees to go with her. Number 3, what challenge did Charlie face, and how did it go for him? What were the effects on him and others of meeting this challenge? So Charlie replaces Craig in the show, so the Rocky Horror film, and he did a great job, and he had a lot of fun doing that. And he got over his fear of like being in front of an audience. Okay, February 9th, 1992. What advice does Sam give Charlie about dating? So she tells him that he should be himself, he should really listen to the person, and be respectful. Do you think that Sam's advice is good advice? Explain. So that's totally your opinion if you think that that advice is good or not. And number 3, what is the dramatic irony in the scene? What effects does the dramatic irony in the scene have on the reader? How does it make the reader feel, and why? So Sam is giving Charlie advice on how to impress girls when she knows that he really likes her. So it's a little bit ironic. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to February 15th, 1992. Number 1 is list 4 things Charlie learns about Mary Elizabeth. So I'm gonna list quite a few things, but you can pick 4 of them that you want to write down. So Mary Elizabeth wants to go to Berkeley, and she wants to get 2 degrees, 1 in political science and 1 in sociology. Her favorite movie is Reds, and then her favorite season is spring. Her favorite ice cream flavor is Cherry Garcia, and she's fluent in Spanish, and her favorite food is pizza, and she's also a vegetarian. Number 2, how does Charlie feel about his first date? So Charlie really wasn't thrilled about it. He didn't really feel anything between them. She spent the whole night talking to him, and he didn't really get a word in, but he did take Sam's advice, and he listened to her the whole time, but he didn't really have that much fun. Number 3, what does Charlie learn about his sister, and how does this affect their relationship? After the dance, Charlie found out that his sister is crying in the basement, and he learns that she is pregnant, and that her boyfriend broke up with her because of it. She asked Charlie to keep this secret, and he does, and it brings them closer together. February 23rd, 1992. Why do Charlie and his sister find it funny when Charlie's sister gets angry that he is smoking? Charlie finds it funny because she gets angry. She tells him, I'm gonna tell my parents about this, and he just laughs it off because he's like, no you're not, because if you tell my parents about this, then I'm going to tell them that you were pregnant. And then they kind of just laugh it off, and they're both like, okay, we both have secrets, we're gonna go ahead and keep them for each other. Number 2, after they leave the clinic, describe the 3 actions that show Charlie and his sister are closer than before. So he takes care of her, and they tell each other that they love each other, and he makes sure that she is warm while she is sleeping. So this just shows how mature Charlie is during this situation, and he's willing to take care of his sister and to keep her secret. So that just brings them closer together. Okay, so March 7th, 1992, I'm going to go ahead and skip to number 2. Summarize the events of this chapter. Charlie was allowed to take the car for his date with Mary Elizabeth. This would be his second date with her. And Charlie's dad gives him the talk. So he makes sure that Charlie is going to be safe with his new girlfriend. Okay, so March 28th, 1992. Number 1, what are Charlie's emerging concerns about his relationship with Mary Elizabeth? Give 2 examples. So Mary Elizabeth shared details about their date with their friends, and Charlie didn't like that. Mary Elizabeth talks too much, and he doesn't like it. So he's not really feeling this relationship, but she's so bossy and controlling that he feels like he can't really do anything about it. And then number 2 is, what do you think Charlie should do about his relationship concerns. That's your own opinion. What would you do in this type of situation? Would you tell Mary Elizabeth, you know, I'm just not feeling this relationship, I don't feel the same way you do? Or would you kind of just do what Charlie does and kind of just goes along with it? Okay, so April 18th in 1992, I'm gonna go ahead and skip to number 2. Charlie tells a story about the things that went wrong between he and Mary Elizabeth. List the events in order, starting on page 132 and ending with the dare. So basically what happens is Charlie and his friends are all hanging out. Patrick gives Charlie a dare. He tells him, I dare you to kiss the prettiest girl in the room. So obviously at this time Charlie and Mary Elizabeth are dating, okay? Even though Charlie does not feel the same way Mary Elizabeth does, he isn't honest with her, and he just goes along with it, and he kind of pretends that he's into her, and instead of kissing Mary Elizabeth, who is his girlfriend, on this dare, he turns and kisses Sam. So it is very shocking to everybody. Obviously Mary Elizabeth is very upset, and everybody else is really upset because it's really rude that Charlie would do that. Charlie is taken back because he can't even, he's shocked that he did it himself, and he's very upset with himself. Okay, number 3, what are the effects in this letter of Charlie's actions during the dare game? So Mary Elizabeth is really hurt, like I said. Sam and others are shocked and upset, and Patrick tells Charlie that he should probably just stay away from them for a while. Number 4, what should Charlie have been doing all along? Explain how the dare game was an overcompensation for not doing so all along. So he should have been honest with her from the start, because then they would have never gotten to that point. And maybe he should have never been her boyfriend, because he wasn't into her like she was into him. Okay, April 26, 1992. What is Charlie's current social situation? So Charlie's friends are not talking to him, and Mary Elizabeth will not forgive him. Number 2, Charlie is taking medication that his psychiatrist gives him. Make an inference about what kind of medication it might be. So make an inference makes to an educated guess. So what do you think his psychiatrist is giving him to make him feel better? So I'm thinking that he's giving him something that will keep him calm, maybe an antidepressant, something that just keeps him not so sad or angry, and just keeps him calm. Number 3, Charlie has begun to self-medicate. Explain what this means and how Charlie is doing so. So Charlie takes it upon himself to do something that he feels is making him feel better, which is smoking. Number 4, what are your thoughts and feelings about Charlie and the story at this point? So this is totally your opinion. What do you think? Do you think Charlie's going down a good path? Do you think that Charlie just really made a lot of mistakes and his friends should forgive him? It's totally your opinion. Okay, so that concludes part 3. Like I said, this video is just going to be in part 3. I will be doing another video on part 4, and I will be uploading that video by Wednesday, so you guys will have that by Wednesday. This is going up today, which is Monday. If you guys have any questions on part 3, if you're confused about what you need to get done, please let me know. Like I said, I'll be posting another video soon. If you have not turned in Unit 9, it's so important that you turn in Unit 9 before turning in Unit 10. And like I said in the beginning, you guys are almost done. I know this is a difficult situation. I know it's really hard learning at home on your own, but I know you guys can do it. I'm being pretty lenient about deadlines and what I'm accepting. So just reach out to me. Just tell me, you know, I got all of this done. Maybe you have a lot of other work for other classes and you want to show me what you got done, and I might accept it as a unit. So it's just communication is the best thing, so please make sure that you continue to communicate with me. All right, well, thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a really good day.